All the way from Phoenix, Arizona, Portland, Oregon, and Dallas, Texas. It's the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. We're jumping right in. Crazy technical difficulties that I guess we've actually been spared from the last couple of episodes. So, I guess it's time to throw a wrench in the gears. But crazy week coming off of AEW pay-per-view not too long ago. So some big changes there. I am playing WWE 2K19. I want to talk a little bit about that. But other than that, welcome to the show, guys. I'm with my hosts, Tommy and Theron. What's up, guys?
Theron?
Nope, I don't think Theron's at full strength. I think Theron's...
He was so good.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, you got quiet. What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
What's up, dudes? I'm good, man. Just been hanging out, playing nothing. Playing 2K20, but that's NBA, so it doesn't matter. And watching the... all the stuff, all the fallout from Revolution and the Crown Jewel Shalalag. Yeah, that's it.
Super Showdown?
Oh, that Shalalag, Super Showdown. It's all the same, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, I'm really digging 2K19. I'm surprised I haven't played this game a lot more. But so real quick, Tommy and little Tommy, Thomas, our kid reporter, got me into the game. Making the Goobus title, which I have not recreated in the game that I'm playing. But real quick, the big rivalry was between The Undertaker and Noam Dar.
That was it. That was
for the Goobus title.
When did you come out? Will you come out for Christmas or will you come out for your birthday? You were out here sometime and you started that rivalry.
Yeah, I think it might have been Christmas time. It was super fun, and so now I'm playing story mode or career mode. And I'm having a blast with it. I'm really enjoying the controls. I thought it was like I remember I had 2K15, the one with Cena on it, and I gave up after playing like twice because I was like, this is just way too complicated. But now I figured it out, and I'm like, okay, I'm having fun. I'm getting my ass beat a lot, but that's all right. It comes with the territory.
Take all that love you have for 2K19 and just throw it all away for 2K20. They totally messed up with the engine. They changed like developers, and yeah. There's really not a good product. Everyone is rebelling against 2K20 and going back to 2K19.
That's why I'm not playing 2K20, dude. There's no way I'm going to throw down on that. I'm not going to waste my toppings on that.
Wait a minute. 2K20 is trash, you said?
Yeah, it came with like a lot of
total
glitches
trash,
and
dude.
The graphics
total
were downgraded
bunk,
a little
dude.
bit.
Straight up dumpster fire, bunk sauce.
Not
awful.
Again, I switched developers.
Completely terrible game.
Like 2K 11 through 19 was made by the same like developer in Japan, and then like for 2K20, like they did it in house, all like in 2K, and they didn't like partner with anyone, and it kind of got screwed up a little bit, and they kind of like rushed the game.
Wow.
Got totally screwed up.
Glitches and like online mode wouldn't work. You couldn't like download anything. You couldn't like download anyone's creations. Like there's a lot of glitches in the game, and the graphics kind of like sputtered out too as well. Like they didn't really improve anything from 2K19. It's kind of like downgraded everything. It was really weird.
We had a lot of fun playing 2K19 like last year. I didn't. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't make that investment on 20 because I was definitely thinking about buying it, but I'm not gonna get it now because it sucks. Basically,
no, dude, just get 19, bro.
Yeah, I might have to put that on
my
wish list.
Probably like $5.99 now, dude.
$10, and you can download. There's so many like the creation suite. Yeah, I mean, you could download like people created a full on AEW arenas. They created like New Japan arenas, like perfect belt creations for all the New Japan, AEW, ROH. Created like a perfect impact zone.
Someone created an impact zone.
I don't know why we downloaded that, but yeah.
I mean, the impact gives you Killer Cross and Tessa Blanchard, and
I think they people like create custom Money in the Banks too. Like they created like an NXT Money in the Bank, they've created a bunch of stuff, man. It was really cool. People are really, really talented, man. They created like a perfect Hollywood Hogan, a perfect CM Punk, a perfect Kenny Omega. It's cool, man. You can download as many people as you want to. I think you download up to 100 people, which is awesome.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. I haven't even dove into that. I went right into story mode, and what I thought was cool was, like, if you try to create your own character, they kind of prevent you from spending so much time creating your character, at least the moveset. I'm specifically talking about the moveset, because everything is locked. Like, all of the moves are locked, which I think is really cool, because then it's like you're not spending hours just going through, like, what am I going to do when I hit X? What's my weak grapple? What's my strong grapple? It's like, oh, I can only do these things right now. And then as you progress in the game, then you can, upgrade those moves. So I thought it was really cool, but I'm having a lot of fun with it.
There was talk of AEW coming off a game, and that Kenny Omega's trying to work on, like, getting the Aki engine back and running, like, for modern times. Like, he was, like, making his personal project, like, him and, like, he was, like, tasked with it, and, like, they're trying to, like, bring back the No Mercy style of gaming, but this was like,
oh my
graphics,
gosh,
yeah.
Dude, if they do, that would instantly win all gaming, dude. If they could just recreate, dude, if they recreated AEW as No Mercy, even if the graphics don't even have to be like all that cool, you know what I mean? They don't have to splurge on like 2K graphics, right? Like, it could be freaking THQ, Aki Man graphics, and still be like incredible.
I would hope that they would have a little bit better graphics than THQ graphics from 1999, which they would.
No, dude, you can only play it on a CRT.
Oh my god!
You have to buy a special AEW CRT TV.
What is that? Is that like 240 or like 480? Like, what's the pixels on that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's total garbage, dude. It's like, I think it's like 420 or 460
what is that?
or something.
When you play it, you plug in your N64. What does it look like, man, on a modern TV?
It's really hard to play games because it's super fuzzy and blown out.
That's great.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, hey, so Fallout with AEW, speaking of Revolution, we have a new champ.
Mox?
We do. He's got one eye still.
That's so legit. So did you guys watch it? I haven't watched it.
No,
but who watched
it? Can't afford
it.
it.
Nope. Yeah, man. I forgot I was. Oh, Dominic had a party at a laser tag on Saturday, so I did not watch it. I just saw the GIFs. So I was
nice. Yeah, me too.
How much are the pay-per-views?
I'm guessing like $50 or more. I don't know.
Yeah. They said it was really good though. Like the Hangman and Kenny versus the Bucks match was like apparently the show stealer. This is according to Cage Side Seats, where you can see our fellow bro Tommy reporting live.
Actually, I'm no longer with Cage Side Seats. Yeah. Sorry, just want to make that
I had a feeling
that announcement.
As I said that, I was like, wait a minute. Tommy doesn't report for Cage Side. I don't know why, but I haven't seen his name on any articles lately.
Yeah, we might need him for a podcast. So I'm trying to work on that too, on my side project, trying to get us done a new site. But hopefully Cage Side Seat's not listening to that right now.
Well, you're going Stephen A. Smith on him. I was listening to his guest spot on the All the Smoke podcast, which is a great podcast, by the way. Also on Showtime with Matt Barton and Steven Jackson, just talking basketball, which has nothing to do with this. But anyway, yeah, Revolution was good, I heard. I just saw the GIFs. It just showed a lot of the move spots. I don't really know. Or did any of you read how Moxley was able to best the entire Inner Circle? Or did you see the intro? Like, the intro for Jericho was great. He had like a choir.
That was sick, man. That was sick, man. I didn't see any. I just know the results. I just know Moxley beat Jericho. Pac versus Orange Cassidy, which I was extremely interested in. So I saw the gifts of Orange Cassidy, like, actually trying.
Who won that match? Yeah, he did actually try. Who won that match?
Yeah, Pac.
And then MJF was able to beat Cody, so I guess Cody will never, ever, ever challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship ever.
Yeah, Cody lost to Chris Jericho. They lost to MJF, man, like back-to-back pay-per-views. So I don't know what's Cody's track now.
And the Young Bucks lost, so that's like a lot of the guys that are involved as far as like behind the scenes and in the scenes, like not being at the top of whatever division. So I think that's cool, but I don't know what's next for Cody. Like,
I think that's rad, actually. The fact that the dudes that created the company aren't the top guys in the company. I respect that.
Yeah, me too. I think it's cool. It's not like Triple H, he's been behind the scenes more, but he's always been at the top of whenever he's on TV recently, he's always come out a winner. It rarely loses. Whereas these guys, they're booking themselves to take the fall or lose by controversy or however it goes. So I'm pretty excited for the future of AEW, especially with this new champ, because we've had one champion for 6 or 7 months, and now we have a babyface champ. So we're going to see how that goes and who's going to challenge him, which I think it'll probably be Pac, but I don't know. Not sure.
Hey, what about Shane McMahon, man? He never loses, right? He takes a lot of losses.
He does take a lot of. Wait,
I don't know, man. He won the best in the world trophy somehow.
He is he did, and so did the OC. So what does that tell you?
It tells me that anything that happens in Saudi Arabia for WWE is just like own separate universe. Yeah, it's like whatever happens on those Thursday afternoon shows, like just weird, do the weirdest like stuff.
Yeah. Like Undertaker winning the 2-8 trophy, a trophy that no one's ever heard of, but is apparently prestigious.
I saw so many people on Twitter make like Guts jokes, like it was the aggro crag from Guts. I saw like
I didn't see that.
Guts from like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, like,
that show.
Like 15 people in a row made the same Guts joke. I was like, why is no one seeing it? Everyone's making the same exact damn joke.
Oh my gosh! I feel like this is going to be my only comment on Super Showdown. I felt like they phoned it in.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah. I feel like they did too, but
sums it up.
I feel like, yeah, I mean, they did, because you got unclear. Like, I'm just thinking of things that happened that I watched because I spent time watching this. Unclear women's title picture on SmackDown Live. Like, Bayley doesn't have an opponent yet. They wrestled. That was dumb.
It's so weird they made Naomi wear a big shirt, even though her whole body's already covered anyway by her suit. It was,
yeah.
I don't know if it's weird because I don't know if I'm like stepping on like any cultural toes or anything, but I know Saudi Arabia is like a very, very strict country and it doesn't have a lot of rights for women or gay people or anyone who's not like a male, basically. So I know it's pretty rough, but man, that was just that's odd, man. Just like they're walking on eggshells for Saudi Arabia by doing like a women's match in the first place.
But they keep going back there. Like they're going back again at the end of the year in the summer. Like they must just get paid a lot. That's the only thing.
A lot of money. I read somewhere that they make the same amount as WrestleMania as they do.
So that
Super Showdown.
And then they probably have I mean, from what I can see, the fans out there go crazy for WWE. It's probably it's probably like a big attraction.
Yeah,
for
they
them.
get it twice a year, man. I think like you said, like Anthony said, like they get paid as much as for Super Showdowns for WrestleMania, so they can't say no, and they still like phone it in though. But I don't think the fans in Saudi Arabia know any better. They're getting like a house show, and they're like paying for WrestleMania. It's like,
right. I'm trying to think of what the first match was. Oh, it was the 2-8 trophy thing, that was just so dumb. Like you fly the Undertaker out to beat AJ Styles, and I guess that was cool to start that storyline. So I guess those two are gonna go at it at WrestleMania.
Undertaker didn't even take off his hat, man. He didn't even take off his.
He didn't take off his jacket either.
He didn't even do his finishing move. He did a choke slam and he beat AJ Styles.
That's awful.
That pisses me off, dude. That is not how AJ would lose.
No,
that's phoning it in, dude. That's phoning it in.
Well, was that phoning it in, or was Goldberg becoming the Universal Champion with the blue belt?
Totally phoned in. That was phoned in.
Hey, wait, what about Ricochet versus Brock Lesnar? Was that phoning it in?
Oh my God, Ricochet! Ricochet has new ring gear. He's got less pants and more shorts now. No one even noticed. He's just getting buried. He just lost to Riddick Moss on Raw. Riddick Moss. Let that sink in.
Who is that
He's
guy?
the 24/7 7-Eleven Universal Champion.
How long has he been a wrestler?
Oh, he's been on NXT for a while. He used to be a football player. No, he wasn't. I don't know who makes these calls. I don't know who decides to make the pushes. I don't know. I don't know. They use Mojo Rawley as a stopgap to get Riddick Moss over. Riddick Moss is 24. Now, one thing they've done that's kind of cool, I guess, is they're now having actual matches for this belt.
No, that's actually
they're no
not
longer
cool.
doing
Actually,
the
I think
comedic
that makes it work. It's a lame belt, dude. It's a lame looking belt.
Well, they should turn it to the TV title, for crying out loud. Like I said in the first damn place, no one would be crying about this. Like I'm trying to tell you, like they should just change the name to the television title, or I don't know, the intergalactic planetary title. I don't know, something else. I mean, Yeah, they're having full-on matches. All I know is Ricochet lost 2 title matches in a row. He didn't get any offense on Brock Lesnar whatsoever. He lost in like I think maybe.
I mean, it just doesn't.
Was it?
Why, man? You have this big, powerful beast, Brock Lesnar. He gains nothing from squashing Ricochet, and when Ricochet could gain so much by having a good match with Brock Lesnar, it's just like it just makes no sense. Like, you don't need to make Brock Lesnar any more powerful. Like, what are you doing?
I guess Vince McMahon is apparently a dirt sheets. I don't know. He's over Ricochet. I don't know how you get over a guy that had one of the matches of the last like 5 to 10 years with was it Ospreay and Ricochet? It was someone in Ricochet. I don't remember.
Yeah, that wasn't in WWE, so I don't think that counts. But even then, but like
I know
the SmackDown. I mean, the NXT takeover we went to, him and Johnny Gargano had like a classic.
That's what I'm saying. And then you're just wasting him because he doesn't have a good like mic presence. Well, Roman Reigns doesn't have a good promo either, but you figured out how to make that work. And like. I don't know. And now there's Elimination Chamber. I hope we're going to at least do picks out of boredom. I don't know if we're going to do them because I don't know if you guys care, but that's another show. So you do this B show and then you do a C show.
Man, I totally forgot about that.
How did you forget about Elimination Chamber?
Because it's not important, dude. It's easy. It's not important.
The number one contender to the Raw Women's title is coming out of this match or out of this show. And the SmackDown Tag Team Champions are coming out of this show. And that's all I got for you. I don't know.
They made it not important by having Roman Reigns' challenge for the title by just saying, "I'm next." Okay.
Which also makes no sense. You spent like 6 or 7 months or however long you've been on SmackDown fighting Baron Corbin, beating him more than he beat you, and then you just are the number one contender. But then again, how is Bill Goldberg the number one contender to the Universal title when the last time we saw him, he knocked himself out in Saudi Arabia, lost that match, and then he just shows up, wins the Universal title, and now the next number one contender is someone that I wouldn't really say he has contention for the number one spot. Like, it doesn't, none of it makes any sense. But
dude, WWE. Okay, hang on. Here's how it is, right? The logic.
Let's start out AEW Revolution. We're on Elimination Chamber.
I know, dude. I know. Now it's just hating on WWE. Now it's just kick them while they're down, dude. This is classic American hog stomp, WWE style, dude. No, this is what pisses me off. Okay. First off, WWE logic right now is as broken as WWE 2K20, right? The game was the harbinger for the exact logic of what we're going through now, right? So here's the first comment that I want to make. It is absolutely so ridiculous and such a slap in the face to one of the coolest pay-per-views, Royal Rumble, right? For Roman Reigns to just out of nowhere just say, "I'm the next dude, I'm in line," when freaking Drew McIntyre was in 3MB, leaves 3MB, reinvents himself, carves himself out of freaking marble, comes back, dominates everyone, and is just a force that has so much momentum behind him and crushes it in the Rumble, gives prestige to the Rumble, and goes up against Brock Lesnar, which I'm super excited for. If there's any amount of stock that I have in WWE, it's simply for McIntyre. He's the only one. Well, I'm gonna say between Raw and SmackDown because I really do like NXT, but for Raw and SmackDown, the only person I'm invested in that's keeping me hanging on is Drew McIntyre, and for Roman Reigns to come out of nowhere and just slap everybody, all the fans in the face just by saying "I'm next," like all you're doing is just making people mad at Roman Reigns again. Like, I am equally as mad at Roman Reigns now as I was back in the day.
I'm not really mad at Roman Reigns though, because
no, I am. It's stupid, dude. Why are you even behind it? You can't allow this behavior.
I mean,
it's just garbage.
But who would you put against whoever at WrestleMania for the Universal title?
Just tell a story.
Well, why do they have to take it off of Bray, dude?
Because I don't know.
You can't make him no sell and get destroyed and come back from the ashes like every freaking time and make him an invincible, invincible character, and then all of a sudden he loses to Bill Goldberg out of nowhere. Just like you said, the guy knocked himself out in Saudi Arabia. Is a freaking potato. Dude, like what is going on with WWE logic? I'm pissed. This is stupid.
So
the logic is
would you
dumb.
have booked Bray Wyatt to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania?
We can't get that far, man. We gotta work. We can't jump to the end of the story, which is WrestleMania. We have to work our way there, and that's what WWE's trying to do. Is like they're trying to skip parts of the story. They're trying to go to A, B, C down to X, and they skipped a whole bunch of parts.
I think they were behind a Wyatt and Reigns feud, but Vince McMahon was not, because he's the one that makes all these calls. He's the one that changed that narrative and all that jazz.
It's fine to pivot off that, but you have to tell a better story than just Goldberg showing up and beating Bray Wyatt. That makes pokes hole. Yeah,
that makes no sense.
I agree with that. I don't know why they're going to 53-year-old Bill Goldberg, who delivered probably the worst jackhammer I've seen ever. I don't know if that was Wyatt selling it or not jumping.
I think it was a little bit of a combination of both, man. Yeah, Wyatt selling it, and then like
sandbag him.
Well, because he could barely get him up, and I was like, I've never seen Bill Goldberg. I've seen Bill Goldberg lift up Hugh Morris, and him and Bray Wyatt are probably. I mean, Wyatt's probably a little more thick, but he's lifted up some heavy dudes. Now that was a long time ago, but at the same time, like there's also the science. Like there's some jumping involved. I don't think Wyatt jumped. I think he's probably pissed off that he got taken out of the title picture only to point at the WrestleMania sign, which eliminates more of his mystique. I don't know. They phoned it in on Wyatt too early. I do agree with that, but I guess. I don't know. I'm not defending WWE because I still watch them, but I don't know what any of their stories are, any of the things they've done, repackaging people like Liv Morgan only for that to flop. This whole Wyatt, Goldberg, Cena, Reigns, because it was all four of them that were, I think the opponents were switched a little bit. They messed all that up. They could have told a better story with Cena going for the 17th title reign, if you ask me. I don't know. SmackDown went from great to awful really fast in the span of 4 years.
Hold up, real quick. Like, I would have been bought into that. Like that struck a chord with me, right? Cena's gone. He spent all this time building a character like the Fiend. He spent all this time, creating this unstoppable character. I would have been bought in if it was Cena versus the Fiend, because it's a win-win, right? If Bray Wyatt wins, the Fiend wins at Mania versus Cena, cool. Well, what does Cena care, dude? The guy's making cool movies, growing his hair out. He's got a new fiance. He's living the dream, dude. He's literally living the American Pizza dream, dude. So, but if he wins, then okay, Cena's back. He's still got cool hair. Newly engaged, making movies. Like, it's a total win-win. I would have been bought into that more than what they just did, which was basically pee all over Bray Wyatt's character and just light his gimmick on fire.
Were you guys this mad?
At least like Cena and Bray Wyatt had history together, man. Goldberg and Bray Wyatt had no history before 3 weeks ago. They had absolutely no reason to even cross paths. Goldberg had no reason to show up to SmackDown and immediately get a title shot. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if they went the Wyatt Cena route, at least they have some history, man. They had a WrestleMania feud and a WrestleMania match under their belts, man. So, and the thing is, like, if they want to do Goldberg versus Reigns, that doesn't have to involve the belt at all, man. Wyatt could have won at Super Showdown, and Goldberg could still have fought Reigns the next night.
But you guys know that for whatever reason, WWE believes that Reigns is this super guy. I don't know. They like him as the face of their company. I thought they gave up on that. I thought we were past it. I thought he was just going to be doing his thing as a singles competitor, maybe at the top of the right underneath the main event picture. But now we're getting this, so we have no choice but to eat this.
That's what I'm saying.
We have to exactly. You have to eat it. You know, Reigns is going to win because Goldberg's not going to carry that title.
So bad.
I don't know how they're going to book this match. He can't wrestle that long. I don't think.
He can't, man.
He's doing promos. I don't know why he talks so much now. He never used to talk.
Yeah, he's not good at that either.
I don't know. So I'm just going all in on Lesnar and McIntyre. I don't even care about the Universal title anymore. I'm watching that show, the SmackDown, which has become the B show again. They were so cool. Were you guys this mad when Lesnar jobbed Kofi though? Like, I don't think you guys were this mad when Lesnar jobbed Kofi like that. No one even talks about that anymore.
So that's another thing, man. Like, Kofi Mania was like a year ago, man. Like they had like that's another thing. Notch in WWE's belt, man. They built up a star from like not from scratch, man, but like a loyal veteran who's there for 10, 12 years. He turned into a star, had a good to not great title run, and then they fed him to Lesnar, and then he hasn't done anything since. It's like you had a star, man. You had another star in your back pocket you could have used if you gave Kofi versus Lesnar a decent match, man. If they had a decent match and maybe a decent feud afterwards, put a little more investment into it, Kofi still could be a good main event single star. Instead, you threw it away like you threw away Wyatt, man. So it's kind of the same thing, man.
I don't understand that pattern that they have, and I don't know.
Why do they still make Brock Lesnar look good, man? We already know he's one of the best wrestlers of the last 20 years. Like, why does he need to get more powerful? And they're just like, I don't know. He's already at like a 99 overall, like in a creative character. You can't go any higher, and they keep trying to make him like higher. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, what are you doing? We already know Lesnar's the all-powerful being. He doesn't need to be built up anymore. You need to build up people like Kofi and Wyatt.
Right. And I mean, I haven't seen as many Firefly Funhouses as I saw on Raw when the character was super hot. I think the character's probably still super hot. I'm assuming the fans still love this Fiend Wyatt 2-character situation. So, and now I guess we're going to get it versus Cena, which isn't as fun. You're right. You know, I agree with everything y'all are saying. I'm trying to find the light in this, but there is no real light in it. All I know is that Roman Reigns is going to be your Universal Champion because I don't see how Goldberg could win again. And then I guess I just don't know because I'm trying to think of the SmackDown roster and I don't really know anyone that could really make that storyline interesting. Like the storyline we have now is already done. We're already over it. And I don't know what happens post WrestleMania. Like who's going to make, well, I guess Daniel Bryan, but he's already had his time. You know what I mean? He's doing cooler stuff with Drew Gulak, Keith Slater, and I forget who the other person is in that story. They got like a nice little side pocket story, which I think could be kind of interesting. I guess.
The thing is, for me personally, I don't even mind Roman Reigns. So we had the break when he was battling leukemia. He came back. He wasn't immediately right into the title picture. He did his Shield thing, did his singles thing, and like if they told a good story up to this WrestleMania 36, then I could be back in on Reigns. I could give him another shot, man. Because if they told the right story, but they didn't. They didn't tell what they dragged him out with that King Corbin feud for like 6 or 7 months. That did nothing for no one. It didn't do anything for Corbin. Didn't do anything for Reigns. Kind of put them in both in a holding pattern. And they both came out like not looking good from it because it wasn't a good feud. And just dragged on like 3 or 4 months too long. So Reigns is not really that hot right now because he's got that Corbin stank on him. And he's not in a good story because he has to do something with Goldberg. So it's like 2 strikes against Roman Reigns' feud before he even becomes Universal Champion. So he's already behind the 8 ball, even if he wins big at WrestleMania. So,
hey, so here's a question. I just remembered that I saw a vignette, which has nothing to do with what we're complaining about, but another gripe. Our old pal Sheamus, he was in a vignette and he declared that he was entering the Elimination Chamber. But I don't know if there's a men's Elimination Chamber match for him to be in.
That's WWE just like not like checking their work and turning in their homework before there was.
How do you not check your homework?
I have no idea, man. They have 40.
Bro, the logic is broken.
It's glitching out. It's glitching out, right?
That's why AEW's winning week in and week out. No matter what you do or don't like about that product, they just own it. They kill it. You know, I don't like every storyline that they do, but I mean, they have a way better organization.
No, but I think the theme here is tell a cohesive story, right?
Fair.
This isn't just turn the console on, go to exhibition mode, and just hit random, and then that's your programming, right? Like that's what you do on the weekends, right? Like that's what you do for fun, right? But this is a global product. This is a global polished product that is just literally being phoned in, that has no regard to the art of storytelling, right? Like if you don't want to call it wrestling, fine, don't call it wrestling. It's sports entertainment. right? Like, tell an effing story and stick to the effing story. Like, why are you creating this nonsense? Just again, it's broken logic. It is broken storytelling. It is literally like, hey, can you fog this mirror? Great. Do you know a little bit of grammar? Great. You're the next head writer.
But it's not every story though. It's just the ones that are
every story, but just the big ones, the ones that matter. Exactly.
It's like, like this is the top of the card. This is the main event storylines, and like nothing is going. And you're a month away from WrestleMania, so I mean, like this is your time to. You came off a good Royal Rumble too. I have a feeling like we all liked the Royal Rumble pay per view, and I felt like it was a good, entertaining pay per view. So they had the momentum like build up, and then like ever since Royal Rumble, they haven't really like. There's more misses than hits, man. Like they've told some good side stories, but nothing like cohesive at the top. Which is, I mean, that's all your thing, man. That's you pay for the main event. You don't really care about undercards. I mean, undercards is like the side, the appetizers and like the side dishes. This is the main event. This is the main course, and they're kind of like they're botching it.
Yeah, we got hot pockets. Mm-hmm. We got steakums. Like, right? Like, I don't know what's in the freezer. Whatever's freezer burnt, right? I don't know. It's still food, I guess.
Jeez.
You know, like, no, but seriously, like, if this is going to be your best product, like, tell a good story. And I'm going to say something that I know has pissed off a lot of fans in the past, but I'm going to say it again. AEW is eating WWE's lunch. I have said it, and I believe it because they are telling a cool story. And they are sticking with that story, and they are making cool, fast, bold moves. WWE is in position to really compete in all they're doing. I don't even know what they're doing. I don't even know if they know what they're doing. That's the thing. Like, it's just, I guess the best strategy, in the art of war is to not have a strategy, because then your enemy or your opponent has absolutely no idea what you're going to do. You're completely reckless, and you're completely just going off the rails and just throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks. Like that's what it feels like with the MLB or the Major League of Professional Wrestling, which right now is just, it's not polished. It's dingy. It's dirty. It's held together by shoestring and gum. That's what I feel like the WWE product. A month away from your main thing, your Super Bowl, your World Series, your Stanley Cup, whatever you want to call it, man. Like, you're a month away, and you're just literally phoning it in. How egregious at best, dude. It pisses me off so much. I'm so pissed off. You can't just say I'm next and then get a match, and then a dude freaking goes through 30 other guys, kicks everyone's ass, and like rebuilds himself from the ground up, and just gets slapped in the face that way. Like, what a disgrace to your talent.
How did he get slapped in the face?
I'm just saying, man, freaking Drew McIntyre wins the Royal Rumble and rightfully goes against Brock Lesnar. And then all of a sudden Roman Reigns shows up because he's Roman Reigns.
Well, you can't have two Royal Rumble winners.
You can't have two Royal Rumble winners, but there's no story to build up to freaking Goldberg.
Who else is going to fight Goldberg? Well, I guess
it doesn't matter who fights him. You have to have like a tournament, a elimination chamber match, some kind of story that like makes sense.
What's the point of Elimination Chamber? Is it the point if you win Elimination Chamber that you get to pick your opponent, or that you get to like fight? I don't know. Whatever.
Well, they haven't. They haven't. First of all, have they even said that Roman Reigns was? I guess they're going that way anyway.
No,
right?
they haven't. They have a graphic for it. So I mean, I don't know. They tweeted something else. So I don't know if that's
so then they have said.
I don't know if they're like a social media intern who just did that. It was just like on the clock on Friday night, and no one else is around in WWE offices, or someone else is actually greenlit that. But maybe they'll do something. But like, I don't know. It seems like a good analogy is like WWE has like the all-star roster, but their coach is just like asleep at the wheel. Like, he's just not showing up to practice. He's not coaching them throughout the week. He shows up to game day with no game plan. Just, hey, just do whatever the hell you want. You know, we're the best team. We have the most talented players. We have Roman Reigns. We have Bray Wyatt. We have John Cena. We have Goldberg. We have Becky Lynch. We have an awesome roster, but hey, but just do whatever you want. There's no cohesion. There's no like single direction, as opposed to AEW, who doesn't have as good a roster, doesn't have as deep a roster, but at least they're all going in the same direction. They all have a purpose. There seems to be a cohesive script going on, and everyone's going towards the same goal. Whereas WWE's everyone's just like going left, right, zigzag. Everyone on AEW is going in the same direction.
Wow. So I'm reading up on the Elimination Chamber right now, and I quote right here. It announces the women's match. The winner faces Becky Lynch. Probably will be Shayna Baszler. Yeah. Hopefully you guys still like Becky Lynch. I don't know. She wore a really big coat, really big glasses, and she stole Jerry Lawler's crown, which I thought was great. That was on Monday. This says what was originally supposed to be, keep in mind, Sheamus dropped the vignette about being in the Elimination Chamber. They wasted time filming this vignette because it obviously wasn't in the ring. Supposed to be a men's Elimination Chamber match was upturned and became a tag chamber match announced on the February 28th edition of SmackDown. This is largely a product of the decision to put the Universal Championship on Goldberg and instantly book him to face Roman Reigns, while Brock Lesnar is already set to defend the title against Drew, eliminating a need for a men's chamber match. So you've eliminated the men's chamber match because of this Goldberg, and now I'm pissed off. Now I'm mad. So, what? What is that?
Oh my god!
And I'm not even mad for Sheamus. And then you got like the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Strowman will face Shinsuke and Sami Zayn. Raw tag match is a rematch.
And Cesaro. It's a 3-on-1 handicap match for the IC title.
Oh wait, you're right. It is a 3-on-1. I forgot Cesaro was in there because they tricked the big dummy.
Well, I think they're gonna make Braun Strowman look bad, and he's gonna lose like on a technicality between 3-on-1, or it's gonna make Nakamura, Cesaro, and Zayn look like idiots because they can't beat one person with a 3-on-1 advantage. There's no one's going to come out looking better from that match. I highly doubt. That's my prediction.
Do you guys want to do these picks or no?
Oh my god, dude!
Hey, the coolest match on here is going to be Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. I'm telling you, man, like that story is like quietly under the radar on SmackDown, but I thought it was cool instantly because Daniel Bryan's like this super awesome mat wrestler, and then Drew Gulak apparently is. I think he claims he's like one of the best mat wrestlers in the world, and they've incorporated Heath Slater and Curtis Axel. They've given them something to
That's do. A really good appetizer while the whole restaurant's burning down around you. Oh man, the appetizer's great. There's a fire and you're gonna die, but I gotta finish this appetizer's Drew Gulak Bryan appetizer while everything else is burning around me.
Okay, well let's just I don't know why I keep defending WWE.
No, man. We have to have like a good balance, man. We need to have both all perspectives.
but I'm losing at every turn. Should I just say that Chewbacca is a Wookiee from the Paleolithic era, and that's why WWE will be just fine? Oh my god, I don't know what else to say. I really can't because I'm trying to think of every storyline, and I don't know. We're just gonna do these picks real quick. Yeah, we'll do that. I have it already pulled up. We're just going to go in the order of this CBS WWE match thing. So the first match, or should I go from the bottom?
Do the main event last. Yeah, do the best match last, which I don't even know what the main event is. Probably the women's elimination chamber, I'm guessing.
Maybe that's what okay, so maybe without telling us, they're focusing on the women's division. I doubt that's what they did. But yeah, that's what it's listed as. So I don't know. You never know. The women, it's equal. Like everyone's a superstar. So yeah. Anyway, so the first match listed is Daniel Bryan versus Drew Gulak. Anthony, who do you have in this match?
I actually want Gulak to win.
Yes, he has a cool new haircut. Wait, why?
Oh, I haven't. Well, actually, I really thought Gulak was a big staple in 205 Live. Like, I feel like he was a good linchpin, right? Like, he was really helping nail down be a good glue, a good adhesive to 205. So to see him fighting one of the best wrestlers right now, I think that would be a really cool match, and I think he deserves it.
Okay.
Either way, even if he loses, which I'm not going to pick for my pick, but I'm saying he's going to win. But even if he does, I think he'll still come out looking really good.
Yeah. Tommy?
Can you explain why Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan aren't friends? Because I want them to, whatever happens in this match, I just want those two to be friends and form a tag team after this.
That would be awesome, because then they could feud with The Miz and John Morrison.
There you go.
Daniel Bryan hates The Miz. We're just giving you a heads up, Stamford, Connecticut. We're just giving you a free storyline. Way better than any storyline you have right now. So wait, who did you pick?
Well, I wanted to know why they're feuding in the first place. I don't know what's going on. Why aren't they friends already?
It says that there's a little summary to all these matches. Okay, so basically after Bryan blew off Gulak's offer to help him shore up holes in his game, I guess Gulak said that he had holes in his game. Gulak began trying to help Heath Slater and Curtis Axel in matches with the founder of the Yes Movement. So that's where their beef started from. Holes in the game of Daniel Bryan.
Okay, I like that. I mean, yeah, I think Daniel Bryan's going to win because he needs wins too because he lost the feud to The Fiend. But yeah, I think Anthony said this would be a good match. Probably maybe the match of the night, actually. But let's see what else is on here.
Okay, and I'll pick Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Yeah, just because. Yeah, the next match is Andrade, fresh off of being hurt, as they call it in kayfabe, from that DDT through the cement, versus Humberto Carrillo in the United States title match. Tommy, who do you have in this one?
I'm still all in on Andrade. He can do all the drugs he wants, man. Who cares, man? It's freaking pressure for wrestling, man. They on the road 300 days a year, man. Let them do what they want. On Andrade, yeah. I don't like Carrillo. I like Angel Garza. I like Andrade. Like Carrillo's a distant third in those three, like new Mexican luchadors of the future, the new wave of futures. I like all three, but I think Carrillo's a distant third, so I'll take Andrade in this match.
Anthony?
I love Andrade.
Oh, okay.
I love that man.
Got a nice beard.
He
does, dude. He's such a badass. He's such a good wrestler.
So you pick on, yeah, he's also got a really sick haircut. And Humberto Carrillo doesn't. And so I like the stable of Andrade and Angel Garza and Selena Vega. So I mean, we're going to go with the sweep here and go with Andrade getting the win, whether Rey Mysterio gets involved or not. Next, I don't know why. This also happened on Raw, but we have Aleister Black versus AJ Styles in a no DQ match. Black fell victim to an OC beatdown simply for being in the wrong place at the blah, blah, blah. He was stumbling around. I remember that was like 2 weeks ago. Black was pinned by AJ Styles on Monday. I think that was Black's first loss that I've ever seen.
Wow.
Has he lost?
No, I was going to say, I thought he was undefeated, but if he's not undefeated going in this match, maybe he can lose it again on Sunday.
So we're just going to see, and this again, and now we're just bashing them. This is another hole. Like, that could have been a cool story. He lost. No one even brought that up. Like,
that should have been saved. That should have been saved for pay-per-view instead of a throwaway Raw segment. Yeah, that should have been. Yeah, because you kept Black's winning streak for so long. You had him go against Rowan, who also was on a little hot streak, and Black beat Rowan, and then Black had some momentum going. Yeah, I would have save a loss for pay-per-view. It's not on a throwaway third-hour Raw segment.
So you got Black winning, getting his redemption?
No DQ match. I mean, it should be AJ Styles and the OC just beating him down. So I'll take a Styles, especially if they're trying to build him up to the Undertaker.
True, Anthony. Oh, sorry, Tommy.
It sucks that they're using Black to build up Styles, though.
yeah. The guy had so much potential when he didn't talk. Anthony. Go.
Right? No, man. This is tough. Because Aleister Black, young talent, so much potential, such a badass. I just, oh my gosh, it's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to this. But I don't think AJ could take another loss, especially if they're going to try to build him against Undertaker for Mania. So I gotta go with AJ. Going with AJ Styles.
He's got two members of his crew. He's got himself. It's no DQ. And I'll just go against you guys, even though I think Styles will win. But I'll pick Aleister Black, somehow besting all three of those guys. Because let's remember that even though the OC is the best tag team in the world, according to the Jewel Shalala, they still kind of don't get booked that strongly. They've been being booked more strong lately, but they're kind of like not bumbling idiots to the Revivals level. But I just feel like somehow they could maybe Aleister look really strong, or AJ might win by shenanigans, but Aleister Black still beats up the whole OC after the match or something. I don't know. So yeah, we'll go with that. Next is going to be that Raw Tag Team Championship rematch. The new champs, the Street Profits versus Rollins, the Messiah of Monday Night, and Buddy Murphy. Anthony, who do you got in this one? Did you even know the Street Profits won the tag titles on Raw on Monday? Okay. Did you even know that Rollins and Murphy were the tag champs?
I did know that.
Okay, well, they lost their titles on Monday.
Good. I want Street Profits to win.
Yeah.
See, this is like a good thing. I want the Street Profits to win too, but here's the thing: they lost at Super Showdown. So why did they get an immediate rematch on Raw?
Which makes no sense when Shane McMahon abolished the rematch clause.
So I mean, like, you see, even when WWE does a good thing, like giving the Street Profits the belts, they do it in a bad way. Like, come on, man. I mean, like, I think the Street Profits have to win at Elimination Chamber, because if they take off the belts less than a week later, that'd be that'd be WWE doubling down on their stupidity. So I don't think WWE is that dumb. So I'm going to go with the Street Profits here. Even though I like Rollins and Murphy, I think they should have another reign. The reign should have been longer. But
sure.
Well. I mean, yeah, I like the Street Profits, but man, I don't understand why they're tag team titles, why they're champions.
I don't know either. I mean, I guess I'm thinking WWE feels like they're really over, which I guess they're pretty over. I like them. I like both those guys, but I wouldn't have given them the titles that fast. Not before, like, not this fast off of Rollins and Murphy. AOP, which somehow all four of those make a faction. Somehow AOP's not in that tag title picture. The War Raiders or the Viking Raiders or the Warloom, whatever they're called, they've been losing since they lost their titles.
Yeah.
I don't. Anthony, did you say the Street Profits?
Yes.
Okay. And Tommy, you said the Profits of the Streets? Yeah. Okay. Well, we're just going to go with the sweep. I think that they'll do a sweep, and then maybe these guys will move on to a feud with a different tag team, and somehow we could get some kind of a cool storyline out of this Monday Night Messiah thing for WrestleMania, because we got to figure out what those guys are going to do at the show. I'm sure they'll have something. Oh, the Mavericks beat the Pelicans. Sweet. In overtime. Anyway. Sorry. Excuse me. Next is that Braun versus the World match. BVE, Braun versus everybody. So Braun versus Shinsuke, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. Winner takes the IC title. So if Shinsuke, Sami, and Cesaro win, who gets to be the champ out of those three?
Freebird rule. Or New Day rule. Yeah.
Well, yeah, see? That's broken logic.
They had
I don't even know that question answer yet.
They had a Symphony of Destruction match in which Shinsuke got 9 staples when he was thrown through a piano. Anyway, who do you guys got winning?
Like I said, I think no matter who wins this match, everyone looks dumb. So, I think Braun's gonna win though, and further bury Nakamura, Cesaro, and Zayn as dumb heels. But oh man, I really like that fact. That could be a really cool faction if they did something cooler with them. But oh well.
So wait, do you not like Zayn?
I like him.
Do you think Zayn is making the best of what they're giving him, I guess? Yeah,
man, he should probably be wrestling. Maybe he's injured or something, but he should be a manager. He's so talented in the ring, but I assume he's injured. So it's cool that he's associated with Cesaro and Nakamura, but
yeah.
Anthony just dropped a pick in the thread. With this really quick. Live on air.
Wait, why is it not showing up?
Oh my god, dude, who is that? Is that everyone being as Bailey?
Oh my gosh!
Anthony just dropped a pic that says "Celebrate Women's History Month," and everyone has a Bailey face, like Naomi, Becky Lynch,
I can see that.
Bianca Belair. Oh man, that's gonna haunt my dreams for the rest of the. God damn it!
Oh my god!
I know it isn't funny. It's really funny.
Who's the girl in the very?
See, that's comedic gold.
Who's the one in the front that's in between Sasha and Naomi? Who is that?
Nia Jax.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Nia Jax. Who's the one in the back right corner?
That's supposed to be Lacey Evans.
The one in above her.
Lita?
Okay, so this is from the Evolution pay-per-view, obviously.
Okay, so hold up real quick.
We completely got sidetracked from our picks for
WWE logic. I know, right? But here's another dumb WWE logic thing. They didn't even include Michelle McCool.
I know.
One of your best workhorse.
Yeah.
Your best freaking workhorse, and you just punt on his wife.
Yep.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
Are you talking about in this poster or in what? What are you talking about?
Well, because isn't that the thing they're saying? It's like they're like doing like women's evolution, or not evolution, but like bringing prestige to women's wrestling, and they don't even like bring up Michelle McCool as a part of that? I don't know.
That doesn't.
I just read
Yeah,
some
they
about
made,
it.
they made like a
Right.
top
That is
45
messed up.
list, and they didn't make
There we go.
Michelle McCool. So, I don't know how they came up with 45 more women than Michelle McCool. She should be like in the top.
How
20,
was she not on
at
that?
least top 25.
Yeah.
But
Wasn't she the first Divas champion?
she might have been, man.
Divas
She's
champion.
super talented, man. She's
Oh
especially for her
my
errors. I
God.
mean, it's not fair to compare errors, but she was ahead of her time, and yeah. And like Anthony said, like, yeah,
Oh
dude,
my-
Undertaker, dude, he's standing right there. Like, how could you? This is a huge oversight to piss off the wife of like your workhorse,
This
man,
is-
like your franchise almost. Like, what?
The guy is.
Exactly.
That's a-
You just gave him the freaking whatever trophy, the tumultuous tubular trophy.
Tumultuous.
The Tumagon. I don't know. I'm not gonna botch it. Look, you gave the guy a trophy. He didn't even bring it home, and you're just gonna freaking punt on his wife. You're just gonna slap him in the face too. What are you doing, WWE? What the hell is your problem? What is do we need to sit down and talk?
We should.
You need to talk to someone.
You should hire us.
You need
You
to-
should
Yeah,
hire
issues,
us
man.
to book your shows, book your matches.
What
and
is
book your
going
shows.
on? Your competition is eating you alive. They're destroying you. They're beating you up. They're eating your lunch. They are just dumping your milk on the ground and shaking you out for your change.
Yep.
What are you doing?
They also recently signed Colt Cabana, or he's been there, I guess, for a while. Taz is there now. Yeah, has CM Punk been back on that backstage show since like whenever he first came on that show?
He's been on a couple times, but that shows it comes on 11:30 on FS1, and no one watches it. So, I mean,
I don't watch it
I mean,
either.
it's just like they have a huge weapon, and they're not like they're not
I was
maximizing it, man.
hoping-
I don't know.
I was hoping that somehow they would pull this really weird card. Maybe I dreamt this in my dreams. That I don't know, in one of these storylines, let's say the Universal Championship, maybe Wyatt would have won the match, and I guess he wouldn't have spoken, or maybe he would have had a vignette. I don't know, something cool, and somehow that guitar riff would have hit, and CM Punk would have showed up, and everything would have been fine. But that didn't happen. I was hoping he would be involved in WrestleMania somehow, or maybe he would have fought Cena. I don't know, something, anything.
Oh man, Cena versus
anything
Punk
to move the
pretty
needle.
sweet.
That would have been cool. I guess let's get to these last two picks. So this is SmackDown Tag Championship. This is the Elimination Chamber match that has replaced the number one contender for the Elimination Chamber singles match. The Miz and John Morrison, your current SmackDown Tag Champs, versus the New Day, versus Heavy Machinery, versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, versus the Usos. Who do you guys have? Anthony, who do you have?
You said wait. Who's it again? Usos and you said Bobby Roode.
Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, the Usos, Heavy Machinery, of course the New Day, and then The Miz and John Morrison are the champs. This is a title match. Whoever wins will be the champion.
Also, Lucha House Party's in there.
Oh yeah, why are they not on this? That's weird. They are in it. I don't even know why they're in it. I didn't even know they were on SmackDown.
I'm gonna say that Morrison and Miz keep it.
They better. For the sake of that division. Well, I mean, there's some other good teams, but yeah, I agree with that. Tommy, what say you?
That's the problem, man. I love Miz and Morrison as the team. I love New Day as the team. I love the Usos as the team. Even Lucha House Party and like Heavy Machine's got a good, decent storyline. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode can go in the ring. I mean, at least Dolph Ziggler can. But I still hate Robert Roode.
He used that time to completely.
I know. It was really
poke the bear of
unnecessary.
Robert Roode.
What I was trying to say is they have a really good division. They just have not told like they've just done.
Any
Yeah,
cool
they haven't told any
stories.
cool stories, man. They've disrespected this division for so long. It's the beaten dog, and they're finally letting it in the house, and you're wondering why it's like cowering in the corner. Like you're giving it a big spotlight on the Elimination Chamber, and it's like, oh man, that's gonna be a cool match, but like, what does it mean, man? Like you're just gonna go back to next Friday not caring about this division, so cool, man. So I got Miz and Morrison, but I just hate the way WWE, especially contrasting to how AEW treats their tag team division. I just hate how they treat their tag team, man. It's just like, ugh, man. Man.
On both brands, they're just awful, and you're right. These are a lot of good teams. I mean, the best story in this division isn't even involving the tags. It's like Dosevich or whatever versus Ziggler for the heart of Mandy Rose. That's like the most entertaining thing, and that doesn't even involve the tag teams. That just involves those two and her.
Yeah, so yeah, that's true, man.
That's pretty awful when you think about it, given all this talent. Okay, so we're over that already because no one's going to care about next Friday anyway. The last match is Natalia. This is the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Number 1 contender to the Raw Women's Championship. This person will earn a shot at old Becky Lynch. Natalia versus Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler versus Asuka versus Ruby Riott versus Sarah Logan. Tommy, who you got?
Man, you just could have made this a Shayna Baszler versus Asuka match and this get those other 4 out of here. I mean that's just oh man. Yeah, it's gonna be Baszler, and they're building towards Baszler. I would like to see Asuka versus Baszler versus Lynch maybe somehow, but I don't think WWE has the creative mental capacity to work Asuka into it when she's worthy of it, and that'd be a hell of a match. And the Asuka Lynch storyline, I feel like still has a story to be told. There's still some chapters left in there, but yeah, I think Baszler's gonna win.
Oh, I love Asuka the character, especially right now. Anthony.
I got Baszler.
Baszler, yeah.
Of course it's going to be Baszler. Yeah. Everything else is just filler, dude. This is it's filler. It's all filler.
I agree with Tommy with the whole working Asuka in, but they don't have the capacity to explain that. None of these, all the other matches, all the other people, not Natalia, but the rest of them are just feuding with each other. So that'll probably just set up some story for them to have a match on the pre-show or the Sunday Night Heat before WrestleMania or something. So I'll go with Shayna Baszler because I think that's what we're going to get. Baszler versus Becky Lynch. That's probably the best storyline, even though, again, Asuka's killing it. Which, by the way, why are Asuka and Kairi Sane not defending those women's tag team titles that they have?
Oh my gosh, yeah, man. WWE's completely forgotten about that title, and they're just hoping no one notices.
They totally took the only, they've had, small team-ups here and there on NXT and whatnot, and then they had the Iconics, but apparently the Iconics are being repackaged. That was a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not really sure how you repackage that act. I guess I don't know. Yeah, again, shooting themselves in the foot. The constant holes in the WWE armor. Why have they not lost yet? I don't get it. But that's all the matches on the card. There might be some other add-ins later on, but I don't think. I think this is a horrible stopgap going into WrestleMania. I feel like Fastlane was better back in the day.
Yeah.
Whatever they had, that's awful. Elimination Chamber is supposed to be so cool, but maybe, just maybe, they've vested themselves in this. Do you guys like the Randy Orton and Edge storyline? I mean, I don't know if y'all care about that. More so for Edge, not for Randy Orton.
Yeah, man, it's a really good story. No. I mean, yeah, I really like Randy Orton when he's motivated. So. I don't know how the match is going to be between the ropes because I don't know how Edge is going to look after so long. I don't know if Randy Orton's the best dance partner to come back to your first match being because you just don't know where you're going to get with him. So, but I think it's one of the better matches on the WrestleMania card. But yeah, it's definitely a bright spot in WWE right now. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple minutes left, so final thoughts on Randy Orton Edge. I think that'll be a really cool match. Yeah, why not? Right, gives Orton something to do. It was really cool that Edge came back. Crazy that Orton freaking RKO'd Beth Phoenix. That's pretty nuts. That's I don't know. If anything, that's a cool storyline. I'm behind that. Right, that gives personal beef, dude, you freaking RKO'd my wife. What the hell, man? I don't know. I'm just so freaking jaded by WWE right now. I'm so pissed off. It's so stupid.
I agree with your sentiment. I think that we've been waiting from ever since before I was even a host on this show. Thank you for making me official host on the show also. But even before, when it was just you two, I don't even think I don't know if WWE might have been a little cooler back then, but it just seems like as our show has progressed, they have digressed. Our show is really cool because we're awesome. But the WWE has just hit this low point, but no one's going to tell them that because they're $1 billion company with $1 billion Vince McMahon, who's never had competition before. And it just keeps sinking. But I do believe that, and I've always liked Randy Orton for whatever reason. I think him and Edge is one of the better storylines going into WrestleMania. They could make AJ Styles and Undertaker cool, depending on how they book it after this Elimination Chamber. Everything else, Drew McIntyre, Brock Lesnar, I'm excited for that just because Drew McIntyre was once a member of 3MB. So that's cool. Everything else, I'm just kind of like, meh, Baszler, Becky Lynch will probably be good too. I'm guessing because it's Becky Lynch. She's awesome. But everything else can go suck a lemon. Yep.
All right.
Tommy, do you have any?
I said my final thoughts.
That's fair.
Robert Roode is a non-exciting wrestler. That's my final thought.
He just keeps burying Robert Roode, which I don't blame you. Now he is boring. He's not even having a chance to shine. He can't show his skill set. He can't show his moveset. He is boring. I am over the glorious one. I don't even think he gets entrance music anymore. And that was the best thing going for him.
That day in the Elbows universe.
All right. Well, you've been listening to the Bros Before Elbows Pro Wrestling Podcast. Share the show with a friend. Sometimes our episodes are, a little heated and a little, filled with passion for the product per se. But check us out on Facebook and Twitter, and definitely subscribe on Podbean and iTunes and YouTube. And yeah, share the show with a friend.
Elbow drop your friends, people.
I don't have a slogan.